freaking what was it like Three Ninjas and movies like that. So like
Yeah.
if I'm at a like a drive-through or something and I'm giving my card to them, I'm like, whatcha? And like I just like make stupid sound effects, watch like Ninja Turtles and stuff growing up. So I don't know. I'm like way over the animated.
Yeah. My great grandma used to have cable TV,
Heck
and
yes.
we would go over there and we would watch. I'd watch the 1966 Batman reruns and Kung Fu
Mm.
Theater.
Oh, nice.
And the Kung Fu
Yeah.
Theater was
Kung Fu
awesome.
Theater was amazing. Yeah.
Bloody. We used to sit there and just wait for that to come on.
Dude,
But
yeah. Yeah.
it's also where I
Man.
started. She had comics that I started reading.
Do you feel like maybe that's where this started for you too? It's like Kung Fu Theater? Because like I was
It could have been, dude. I mean,
yeah,
there's that, and then there was like the big boom in the '80s, like the
yeah.
freaking horrible ninja movies, but I loved all of them.
Mm-hmm. Same.
American Ninja, Three Ninjas. I watched
Yeah.
that over and over.
American Ninja. Oh my God. Yes, dude.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got red ninjas and blue ninjas. It
Yeah. Yeah.
was all
Dude,
bullshit, but I loved it.
if you still are into any of that, there's a show on Netflix called House of Ninja, which is freaking awesome.
Oh,
So
you need to. I
so
need to check
good.
that out. Oh,
What is up? We're so live.
are we?
Maybe, I don't know. Are we?
Hey,
Wait.
man, what's up, everybody? I didn't hear the intro music. Welcome to the Gaijin Guys podcast here, and we got some cool things to talk about. Glad you're here. John Reeves is here with us this time. He's got the inside scoop on the Nemophila concert that just went down. BAND-MAID released a new live video, and I got some information from their Zepp spinoff concert. So, how you guys doing today? Doing all right?
Dude, heck yeah, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Like waking up. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm up. Just watched Strays before the show.
Oh,
You guys seen that
nice.
yet?
No, I haven't,
It was
but
pretty
heard
funny.
about it.
Pretty funny.
Heard about
Not a kid's show.
it. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
think that might
chilling.
be one of the only dog movies that my wife will watch because she's always like, I can't watch it. Like Call of the Wild and like
Yeah,
any movie with a dog in it, it's like the dog's gonna pass away
right.
and she can't deal with it. So that one seems
That's
safe.
rough. Yeah,
Seems like
it'd
a
probably
safe
be a good
bet.
one.
Yeah.
Alan, where the heck are you?
I'm in Boston right now, man. Um,
Boston.
Boston,
yeah,
Texas.
yeah, Boston, Texas. No, I was kidding.
Yeah.
No, Boston, Massachusetts. I just played a show. I mean, not played a show. I'm going to play a show this Saturday,
Oh,
so
awesome.
I'm pretty excited about that. We just did our rehearsal this past Saturday, which I gotta say, it made me feel a lot better about the struggles I've been having with that codec setup.
Mhm.
Really?
Because they do the whole thing that we do also with the in-ear monitoring system, setting up the backing tracks. So it's pretty cool just to see another band's perspective on how to set up things and like
Oh,
Mhm.
see the
okay.
inside of it. Because normally you see it on the outside and you can see it, but like you see their ways. And it was actually exactly the same way that Kodak does it, but just different equipment. So it's pretty cool. So we
That's
were going
cool.
over like sound stuff and talking about that, getting the choreography down and stuff like that as a band, which is awesome for me. That stuff like is so fun to do, just
You
like jumping
dancing?
around on stage. Yeah, like
Mhm.
just like dancing around, stuff like that. It was like a glove though, because I'm so used to like being familiar around with my surroundings. Once I see somebody else doing it, I join with them right away. So
Oh, right on.
so yeah, I was like that, and it went really good. It's my first time ever playing with them either, so I'm
That's
sure
nice.
that brought some anxiety down for them because they're like, oh, we're gonna have this random guitarist. He apparently learned all the songs, so but it went really well, so it's pretty good.
That's nuts,
That's awesome.
dude. How
Yeah,
you learn a lot of shit in a pretty real
yeah,
short amount of time.
yeah. 40 songs in the
Oh
past
my
3 weeks.
God.
Yeah,
That's
so
nuts.
I joined the Corn cover band also, so that was interesting. See, with
That is
corn,
wild.
it's weird. I know I mentioned this every time. It's like either the song's really simple or it's really like what the fuck? Because the
Yeah.
rhythm patterns, some of the rhythmic
Right.
patterns are really strange. You would think like, oh, like I've played so many metal songs with so many rhythms, but I gotta give it to them, very unique rhythms. I was
Mhm.
like,
Right
wow,
on.
it's just stuff I've never heard before. But yeah, this is good. We're just doing like some pop punk emo stuff, so it's just fun having a good time, you know, not taking ourselves too seriously, just having a good time. So I can't
That's
wait.
awesome.
Yeah.
Where are you guys playing at?
We're gonna be playing in Connecticut. I keep forgetting the name of the place. The band's gonna kill me because they're promoting this and I don't even remember. If John is the other John is in the chat, he'll know. I told him. I know
Okay.
he's going, but I'll look it up right now. I keep forgetting, but yeah, it's the band's called Cometa though. You have to type in Cometa Music, Cometa.
Heck yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah, but yeah. But I'll get that. Oh, here I found it right here. Never mind. You guys can keep going. I'm gonna stall the show. So, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've just been playing music, man. Just doing all that stuff and
That's awesome, dude.
um, trying to get stuff done. Planning some stuff with John too. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
yeah. So it's just hitting it hard. But yeah, Saturday, March 2nd, and it doesn't even say the name of the place. Oh, Cafe
Oh,
9. Cafe 9. Okay, in Connecticut.
heck
So
yeah.
yeah.
Cool. I put out a song, a video last night. Well, at midnight it premiered because I was impatient. It's heavily
Mhm.
inspired by the band called Drag Down and Spirit Box. Actually, I listened to both of them, and
Dude.
I got a riff stuck in my head. So I came home and I'm like, let me figure out this riff, and I did. And then I was like, fuck it, let's just go live and write a song. So there's like an over 3 hour stream that's out there you can watch me fumble through various ideas and stuff if you want to get a real idea of a songwriting process. And I got a strip down on where it kind of condenses everything, and then I got the so-called final version of it put out.
Dude,
So
that's awesome though. That sounds like a really cool mashup. Like I saw that y'all drag down. I saw you and someone else posting about that on Twitter not too long
yeah,
ago. I was like, they're freaking awesome. I follow the guitarist now.
dude,
He's like
Genji, yeah, dude,
insane.
he's awesome, man.
Yeah.
His
I,
check out his solo stuff too. His
yeah.
voice, he's got a great voice.
I've been nerding out to it, man. I think it's only a
Cool,
matter of
man.
time before they pop off because like
I hope so.
yeah, they're freaking crushing, man. They're definitely crushing. But that sounds like an awesome mix up. Them and Spirit Box. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, not saying
Like,
it's like either one. It's just
yeah, just
mainly
inspired
the
by.
last riff of the song, which comes kind of out of nowhere, is
Mhm.
directly inspired by them. The rest of it is just me trying to figure out what the fuck to do. But I think
That's
it worked
freaking
out
awesome,
okay.
man. Hell
Man, if
yeah.
there's, I don't know, if some metal singer hears it and wants to put lyrics to it, that'd be cool. Because I
Yeah.
can't fucking sing like that.
Well, if it's like screaming stuff, I got you, homie. I
Do
got
it.
you.
Yeah, check it out,
Hell,
man. If anything comes to you.
hell yeah. Hell yeah. But man, so dude, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got BAND-MAID concert just happened. We got
Yes.
freaking Nemophila concert that went out too. Freaking and then next weekend as well too. I think the same time Alan's playing, uh Baby Metal's playing for Mo Metal's birthday, Legend MM. So
Right?
there's like 3 massive concerts.
Yeah, that's big, man.
I figure
Definitely
since I
something.
can't go, I might as well play a concert, right, you know?
There you
Yes.
go.
Exactly. Play away the sorrow. But
What do you
yeah.
think? We go over some bandmate stuff and then we can let you talk about your Nemophila show.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Sound good?
I like it.
Bandmate played their Zepp Yokohama spinoff show. So this is a band that had their biggest show today for the 10-year anniversary, and they decided there wasn't enough time to put in all the music they wanted, so they made just another show to play the songs they wanted to play but couldn't. So out of the set list, there was 3 songs. I think there's 23 songs, and 3 of them were repeated from the Yokohama Arena show, and the other ones were not played at that show. So they gave us 20 songs that were not played at that show. So
Oh my god.
not songs they haven't played, just they didn't play at that show. So now we have what 50 plus songs, or at least 50 songs that they played from the last 2 shows that are all different.
Yeah.
That is so
So,
wild.
so join a couple.
Huh?
That was my fault. I accidentally played the video of our live stream.
No.
Oh, so what they played a different uh endless story and onset, I think, were the
Oh,
3
nice.
that they, or maybe domination was the one. So domination,
Domination's like
onset, and endless story were the 3 they played at Yokohama Arena. They played. So this one they went a little deeper. Yeah, Real Existence, which they played. They played You, which doesn't get played very much.
oh damn.
Rine, Start Over, which I'm like overly excited about. I'd like love that song. A lot of people don't, but I love that song. So I think it'd be really cool to
Hey.
get a live experience of that and see how they kind of reworked it, if at all. Wonderland, One and Only, YOLO, Times, Honkai, Secret My Lips, dude.
Yeah, that's
Screaming,
wild, man.
hell yeah. So
They,
hopefully they got something coming out with all the video from this, you know? What do you guys
yeah,
think?
it's wild that they have so like 50 songs in total of those two concerts. That's freaking insane. That's so many, so many songs. It's awesome.
Yeah, and they could have another one.
Yeah. God, I'm just now going through all of their discography, so I'm trying to start like chronologically
Yeah.
going through it all. And dude, I'm blown away by how many songs that they have that are awesome, like bangers of songs that they don't have music videos for. And I'm like,
Right.
wow, there's
Yeah,
so
it's
many good
nuts,
ones.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they got that, then they got the acoustic show coming up, and then their hall tour. And the acoustic show, I think they're, even though we know it's going to be some reworking of their songs, I think it's going to be surprising because they made comments how
Mm,
they really wanted to change things up and do something different. So I don't think they're just going to rehash what they did already. They're going to do
mm,
new versions of songs.
mm.
It's going to be pretty exciting, man.
When is
Um,
the so I'm going to the May 10th concert, but the is March 20th? That's the acoustic concert.
that
Just know.
sounds right. I'm not positive.
I think that's what they got on the screen
Yeah,
here. Is March 20th.
March 20th
March
is the
20th.
acoustic.
20th.
Ah, I don't know, man. I don't know if we could make that one, but that'd be freaking awesome, though.
Yeah, I'll be in Japan end of June and early July to catch two of the shows from their hall tour, which I'm
Yeah, hell yeah,
pretty goddamn excited about, dude.
hell yeah,
Thanks to
man.
the community for making that possible. Unbelievable
Nah,
support from you guys.
dude, and
So
I gotta say, like, I wasn't on the podcast last or week before last, but freaking again, likewise, shout out, man. Freaking got a
yeah,
lot of people helping with the that random Nemophila concert, which was so random, but yeah,
hell yeah.
likewise.
I got the Psyche put a letter out to the fans for the fan club. Don't read it all because it is for the fan club, but she's talking about we still have more important things in March. There'll be the Yokohama Arena OKG video release. Um, and she said something. The cover of that release is interesting, and there's always something going on. She said the jacket was done wonderfully again. That worrisome tower is kind of like a 10-year memorial tower. It's like a trail. The maid's mansion, the castle, the world has collapsed vainly, but will sprout again. And our tower soaring as if it were a brave declaration of intent. It's like that. So that's an interesting comment she made about the cover. So, because people have been speculating what it is and what's
Mhm.
hidden in there.
Heck yeah.
So, what show you say you're going to? Was it May?
Yeah,
The
the
day it
May 10th
made?
show, Day May. Mhm.
Oh, dude.
That was the one I was like, I don't know. I would love to see them do an acoustic show, but I want that vibe. Like I want that electric
Dude, yeah,
energy. So
that's gonna be nuts, man. Because
w-
that's not a very big venue, is it?
it's the Zepp, so it's kind of a smaller one.
Yeah.
Crossfaith just played there 2 weekends ago. So it's like kind of it's like I don't know. I don't know what the capacity of that is. I'd be interested though. I'm gonna look that up. Um but yeah, do you know like have they done a Day of Made before? And if so, what's something I can expect from that concert or anybody
Yeah,
else?
yeah, they've been doing it annually.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know how many. I'm not sure how many they've done, and it
What
might have
is
been
something that they
during shutdown is when
okay. So
where
Zepp
they
by the way, is like 2,900 person
okay.
capacity.
It's
So
not
that's the Day of
small.
Made one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, that's decent size.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Chat will tell us how many day maids they've done, but yeah, it started to be an
Congratulations.
annual thing, so you can look forward to it, and they kind of
Yeah.
maybe some extra goofing around and
All right. So legit question though, do I bring a maid outfit and just rock the maid outfit? Because there's always that dude at every concert I've been to that is rocking it. Should I be that guy this time?
Yes.
everybody in the chat's gonna say yes.
We're gonna have to do a poll like somewhere like a community post if I should do it, and then if it gets like
I can do
over
it
a
right
certain
now.
amount, I'll do it.
I
If
can
it
do it
gets
right now.
over a certain amount, I'll do it. Okay.
Do a poll right now in the chat.
All right. Hell yeah. Should John? Well then also hold on, right? You're gonna be there in June or something, right? You
Yeah,
said June,
yeah.
July. So I'm just saying we got two chances to mate up.
I'm not doing that.
What if me and you meet up then in that time and I bring a guest, bring another maid
I'll do
outfit?
I'll do it with you, John.
Yes. Us three. We all three
I've
need to
already
go to
done
a
it
concert.
once for a music video.
Yeah.
I can pull it off again.
Hell yeah. Nice, dude. I like it. All right, hell yeah. Would you go full on? You wear like the everything? What do you wear? I don't even know that. I've
I
looked
wore
down from.
I wore everything.
All
I-
right, all right.
The
There we go.
tights,
I don't
heels.
know if Japanese fans do that either. I don't know. I've only been. I went to. Well, there was some people in Hong Kong that were wearing a maid
Yeah,
outfit. Yeah, so
there's
I
always
don't know.
some. But
Yeah,
Right
there's
now, you're
some
at
that
81% yes.
it's seeming not likely. You guys don't really want to see me in a maid outfit. I guess what it is. I think that's what it is.
sure they
Well,
I
do.
right now,
also
no, 78% of people want you to be in a costume so far.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, that's just my wife voting a lot. I think that's all it is. Is my wife somehow botting the poll? She's like,
She's
"Do it,
making
John."
new channels right now so she can vote.
Yeah. It says there's 42 votes. I'm pretty sure that's all Jody. Could you please stop botting the polls, Jody? But man, I don't know. I'm very excited. I'm just stoked for you going back to Japan and freaking go to see them. That's gonna be legit. It's gonna be awesome.
That's a life goal, dude, is to see him since I discovered him, is to see them in Japan. I've been to Japan twice, and every time
Mhm.
they've been out of the country
Mhm.
or not playing. So to be able to see him there is gonna be pretty
Yeah.
amazing. And then I can kinda, I mean, you know, I don't know after that what'll happen, but
Hell
because
yeah, man.
then that's like that's a goal. That's a, I said that's a life goal. So
Mhm. Hell
it'll
yeah.
be pretty nuts. And also, and Drag Down's gonna be playing that same week. I'm gonna see them too.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I can't really, I know I got some information I can't share right now, but I will as soon as I can.
That's
So
awesome, man.
cool, man. So there's BAND-MAID stuff. They are just still grinding it, working. They just don't stop, dude. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, their touring work ethic is I don't even know who else to compare that to because I mean they did everything that they just in the States, their entire tour that they just did, the 10-year tour, and then they just keep on putting out stuff. They're like, oh well,
Yeah,
here's another spin-off show. It's like they just I don't know, man.
yeah,
I don't know
man.
if they're just like addicted to the road or what it is, but I love it. Like I
They
love the
might
output.
be.
But
Awesome, dude.
mhm,
Nemophila, you made it to the show,
we made it out there.
and you had you're able to sit in with the press. Is that the
Yeah.
case?
It was a wild night, man. It was a wild night. Like, well, first, like, I got an email 6 days before the concert was supposed to happen. I think maybe a little over 6 days. And I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to make that happen. So I
Yeah,
didn't really pursue it very much. I think I got the email about 10 days. And then community member Dragonfly, like we were talking, and I was like, I got an invite to go to this concert. It's at Nippon Budokan. And like a legendary event,
yeah.
like a venue. They do freaking sumo there and awesome place. And I was like, I'd love to go to this, but there's no way that I can make it out there. But I do have a free schedule, so if I could make it out there, I'll freaking go. And then so Dragonfly was like, man, if you are trying to make it out there, if you get close, I could help you out. And I was like,
Wow.
I mean, let's see what we can make happen. So then like the community here, the community over on my Twitch and my Patreon, like everywhere else just came together and freaking blew it up, dude. So
Awesome,
thank
man.
you guys, first of
I
all.
mean,
That was
sometimes it's hard
freaking
to even get a ticket when you're
yeah.
the week out.
Well, yeah. But it was awesome though. I will say like a
Flat
few
in.
things. So for future stuff, I think we've got a really good in for getting into concerts in Japan. So that's a good thing, I guess, going forward for like
Hell
live
yeah.
coverage stuff. But yeah, the concert was nuts, man. The concert was insane. It was so cool to see them from where was that at? Last brain farting it up right now. The last place I went to, Nagoya. There you go.
Ah,
Nagoya was like maybe 300 capacity venue to
wow.
seeing them there and like the light show, the freaking it was night and day. I was so like, dude, I was blown away by how much they just increased from that show. It was awesome.
How was the sound? Was it good? Where were you in relation to the stage?
Yeah, so there's like there's floor, then there's this first riser and a second.
Mhm.
So I was on the barricade at the second. So I was like right there at the bar of the second, and I was kind of stage left. But like front lift. There's like a front thing here, and then there's like a little one that goes like the octagon shape. And I was like
Yeah.
on this side right here and like right on the little bar. But dude, sound was pretty good. I heard that the live stream they had some tech problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was it sounded really great, man. And I'm gonna say this here, and I know I'm gonna get backlash from this somewhere, but
Take it
I'm
out,
telling
take
you, dude, if you guys saw the cons, like Mayu is officially my favorite female vocalist. I'm sorry, okay?
Oh
I'm
my
throwing that out
God.
there. A lot of people are gonna be like, whatever, but I swear, I was
Why?
blown away, man. Her like her versatility and dude, she just there's a ballad number that she did. I think it was the newer song that
Odyssey?
they dropped. Yeah, and the high notes that she hit in that, I was like, how is she doing that after doing like Rise, after Screaming, after doing all these things that she did?
Wow.
And then to be able to hit those highs in that ballad, I was like, oh my God, it was amazing.
Awesome,
Blown away by
dude.
that.
Yeah, I definitely want to see him again. I want to see him hopefully with, the more they do, the better live sound they
Yeah.
get. Because I could
Mhm.
barely hear her vocals. I'm not going to go on about it, but I couldn't hear her vocals really well
Hmm.
at the show I was at. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's like one of the main things, you
Yeah.
want to hear the vocals.
You do want to hear
It's
them
pretty
from time
important.
to time. Yeah. No, I totally get that. But yeah, man, it was a very cool concert though. And then there's the only problem that I have with that whole show was the fact that they didn't play one of my favorite live songs, which was freaking Hypnosis. That song live, just
Really?
the performance is so cool, you know? They
I love
just
that song.
I know, dude, it's so good. But they didn't play that one. So I was kind of waiting on that. But the
Dang.
the crowd was nuts and yeah. And two, I guess something weird. It was all seating, so it was like seating, and everybody's obviously standing and stuff, but
Yeah.
no mosh pits. They didn't do a wall of death or anything, but it would have been cool. People
Right.
got rowdy, but it was
I
standing.
saw Love Bites at a seated venue, and it
Hmm.
was, yeah, you weren't really seated, but
Yeah, it's always kind of different, man. Like, what is your take on heavier bands doing seated venues?
I mean, I like it because I'm the dude that stands there and just kind of watches what they're
Hmm.
doing.
Hmm.
I'm old enough. I really don't have any desire to get in a pit anymore.
Yeah, feel that.
So I'm kind of like, oh my God, I can see Hazuki. She's right there. And I just want to be able to watch her play or whoever is in front of me. So
Yeah.
I'm cool with it because I can just, and I'm also old enough that if I need to sit down, I can.
Hmm. Yeah.
But
Dude.
I don't know, man. It would be, uh, there's certain bands like Hanabiye. I don't think I'd like to see at a seated venue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think I'd like to
Like,
see them where I can,
yeah. There's a certain
move around a little more.
like for instance, I don't know why I think this one, but like Slipknot. Like I've seen them at Bridgestone, which has seating in there, but
Yeah.
it's one of those things like there's a certain element of like I don't know, suspense or something like that in the air, you know what I mean? Whenever it's a live metal show and you're like I don't know, could catch a foot to the head with somebody freaking crowd surfing or something, you know? And it just I don't know, there's like a little level of danger to it that I like. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I had that with the Polyphia of
Oh
all bands.
yeah.
They used to do heavy stuff, but their newer
Hmm.
stuff isn't really that heavy. There's heavy moments, but they were like all about people crowd surfing. Like no matter
Oh,
what the
that's
song
awesome.
was, they riled up the whole crowd. And it was
Yeah.
kind of a neat show, but
Yeah.
you're constantly like getting bombarded with freaking
Yeah.
bodies.
Man. Hmm.
But it was a good show.
But a couple of things that I would like to say about the concert was first freaking I know there was a lot of people that were like this venues maybe possibly too big for the moment or something like that,
Mhm.
or they were worried about capacity for the crowd, like how many people were going to show up for this concert. It was packed, dude. I mean, like I don't
Awesome.
know if it completely sold out or not, but it was close to it if it didn't. And I didn't see a lot of like empty seats throughout the venue. And the
Right.
lines for merch were freaking historical, dude. It was
Good.
ridiculous. It wrapped around this building. And so yeah, there's like a ton of people in the crowd. I got to interview a couple of people that were from all over the world, man. I mean, there's people from like obviously the US. There's people from a lot of different like Taiwan, different countries and stuff. Um So there's that was awesome. Brought a lot of people from the world there, and then two, they were giving away parts of their banner or flag or something like that,
Oh
which I
yeah,
actually have a piece of it.
nice.
For if you did a donation for the earthquake relief in Japan that happened, and they raised a ton for that as well too. So
That's awesome, man. Wow.
very cool stuff,
So I know you didn't get an interview, but
man.
what did they say to the press? Is there anything kind of
Honestly,
information you got from that, or
yeah, well, it was kind of a wild thing. Like, so anybody that had a pass was able to go back, and in Nagoya there was like me and Jake. You know what I mean? There was like two people with that. So
Mhm.
I thought it was going to be something similar to that, not that many people, but they loaded us all into like a hallway, a corridor thing, and there was maybe 300 people in this place. So I didn't really get to
Wow.
have like a lot of one-on-one time with them or anything. But they had a little like one of those portable PA systems and a little microphone, and they were just thanking the crowd and thanking all the press that came out there, and just talked about kind of like their personal journey, how they got to that point, and how happy that they were for it. So it was cool. But the funny thing was, though, the lady that is over the marketing group that got me out there,
Yeah.
she's like an older lady, and she's very like small statured, and there's like 300 people in this hallway. And she was like, "We have to get better seats." She said something, and I don't want to say it because I'll sound like a douche, but she said something, and then she looked over at me and grabbed my hand and like rushed us through the whole crowd, just like plowed our way through. So in this whole speech while they're talking, there's like all these people in a tunnel. There's just like a ton of people down this hallway, and
Yeah.
it's like me and this lady front row, just like standing right there. So they're talking like just right to us. It was so funny,
Oh
dude.
wow. Was she
But
using you as a way to get through the crowd, or what?
I don't know. I think she just was a boss lady. She was freaking boss, man. She was like, well, essentially she was like, well, we have a special guest. And she like looked at me and grabbed my hand, and I was like,
Oh
oh,
wow.
and then just like pushed us through the crowd. I was like, yes, you are
It's all
freaking
right.
awesome. It's funny.
Cool, man.
She was a really cool lady. But yeah, so I don't know. You could definitely tell that they put it there all in the concert, though. They were very tired for sure at that speech, and I think that they did stuff beforehand for people that were early access or that did the fundraising, the crowdfunding.
Yeah.
So they did meetups for that, and then I think they did meetups for that afterwards as well too.
Man, so they had a long
Yeah,
doing the concert alone's enough, but then doing stuff before and after, that's gotta be rough.
yeah. But I'm excited to see what happens for them after this, though, man. I feel like they proved themselves at that show that they're able to play a concert first that's like not necessarily just feeding off the crowd, but like they're able to perform a very versatile set, and then also they can pull that many people. So I wonder what happens from here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Midwest Metal's asking if they were as loud in Japan as they were in Dallas. Did you
Ooh,
see them in
dang.
Dallas?
I didn't see them in Dallas, but I do know they were louder in Japan than they were in Nagoya for sure. So I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
I would love to have seen them in Dallas though. That would have been freaking awesome.
I think that's where I saw them. Was in Dallas.
How is their sound in America? Like for some reason, I
Horrible.
think horrible is that's what I've been hearing. So there you go. What was like the complaint? What were your complaints with it?
For me, it was all kick drum.
Mm-hmm.
The kick drum was the loudest thing
Mm-hmm.
imaginable, basically, and everything else was like fighting its way through that.
Oh damn.
For me, I know some people at the show. I guess it depended heavily on kind of where you were in the venue, but where I was, it wasn't like on the rail. It wasn't way in the back.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like I said, I could barely. If I didn't know the songs, I wouldn't have known what the songs were.
Oh, it
Like I wouldn't be
sucks,
able to
man.
discern everything. So it's kind of like,
Earplugs didn't matter.
yeah, dude, it was bad.
How like so, Alan? If you had a band that didn't speak English at all, how would you do that? Like, you would think that there would be a you know pretty solid way to get the mix down, even if you don't like. There's been times where I've been talking to the sound guy, and it doesn't seem like we're talking the same language, and I know the dude speaks English, but like, how would you? Is
That's
there
how
like a
I feel, right?
standard? Yeah, dude.
Well, I mean,
Dude.
so with that situation, I'm assuming they came to the US because I think other than a few people, and there's
Mhm.
some that say it was fine, but I also question how much of their hearing was left. But it was consistent that they had a very bad sound. everywhere in the
Yeah.
US. It wasn't
that
just like
sucks.
one place. So I am assuming they had a sound guy, they had a
Mhm.
specific sound, and they just decided to run with the same sound at every venue.
Like they
Oh,
loaded
that
up a
sucks.
setting and just used it.
Exactly. And didn't modify it or nothing, which everybody
Stinks.
knows the point of having that sound guy there is that he's got to adjust to the venue and the room size that you're playing in,
Mhm.
because it's going to change no matter what. Because with BAND-MAID, when we saw BAND-MAID, like BAND-MAID is a great example where they had a really good sound person, because
Mhm.
their LA show was kind of questionable, but you can tell they improved things when you went to other shows and you're like, oh,
Mhm.
that was really
Yeah,
good, or
it
that
definitely
show
got
was
better.
better. Yeah, it got
Yeah.
better, or they like got used to the venues in the US, because most of them were about the same size, more or less, except
Mhm.
for a couple like Boston and things like that. But it like BAND-MAID is a great example of how to do sound properly. I think they did a really
That's
good
awesome.
job because it was consistently good. You know, New Jersey kind of sucked because of that. It was a huge room. That wasn't the sound
Yeah.
people's fault. It was just because it's in a big play area. But yeah, like I said, I only saw Nemophila. I saw him twice. So Aftershock was amazing, great. Aftershock was way better. That was the best version, but that was before they did that whole tour run. So, she was pregnant too for that one. That was crazy,
Yeah.
and she pulled off all those screams, everything that you just mentioned. She did
Wow.
everything while she was
God.
pregnant, and
Yeah.
she was walking across
Could
stage.
you imagine? Oh my
No,
God.
nobody knew either. Like she just like came out and we're like, oh, she's pregnant.
You
Like,
saw him
so-
at the whiskey too.
oh yeah, whiskey was
You
great
saw.
also. That's right. Whiskey was good too. So I don't know what happened when they came back. I really
Hmm.
don't. I don't know why they chose that. Whiskey
Well,
was good sound too.
those are kind of singular shows. Maybe it was the house sound instead of a tour.
I think the
Tour
whiskey
sound.
show they had their they used the sound guy that was there. I have a
Right.
feeling they probably were in a tandem. You know, they were working
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
They know the venue.
I mean, honestly, it's normally the safest bet, I feel like, at least with, well, unless
Yeah,
you've got like a lot of electronic stuff. It
I
might
gotta
have to
say,
change
whiskey was
spots.
my favorite show, but
Mhm.
here's the thing: it's really hard for me to offer an opinion on the whiskey show because I also was a little bit intoxicated that day.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay.
I don't know how accurate my hearing was then, you know,
Yeah.
because I was in the mosh pit and I was trying to start a mosh pit and I got yelled at, and people were not happy with me trying to be crazy at a metal show. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was one of the debates back then because everyone just wanted to stand there um,
Mhm.
at that show, which it was a rule for the whiskey, not that you couldn't start a mosh pit. So
Yeah.
that was the point of it. But I know that
That's
was a
wild.
big thing because people are like, wow, the American crowd look like they're not into it. But no, they were just paying attention to the show and appreciating
Right.
it. So
Yeah,
yeah.
man. That's
As
always
far as
wild.
that seat thing, we had a comment in here that said the largest venues without seats is past 3,000, so that might be why they did it
Okay,
at that
okay.
venue.
Okay. That makes sense.
So in Japan or
I will
whatnot.
say though, dude, like that's one thing I've grown to really freaking love about these. Even if it was seated, the entire crowd was like chanting along to any of the chant parts in their music. They're like just freaking constantly doing haze and stuff like that. Anytime there's hand motions and stuff, they were doing them. So even though it was seated, it was a very freaking active seated concert. Like people were participating, you know?
So Seeking Soul is saying that I was right that the sound was good at whiskey, even though I was drunk. All right, that was good.
And
Nice.
Dragonfly says, I didn't mind the sound of Dallas.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Which Dragonfly, I don't know that you could call it a pit, but they said that they got pretty rowdy where Dragonfly was sitting at. So I
Yeah.
think that, I mean, there might not have been like legit wall of deaths or something, but I'm pretty sure some people were participating.
Well, with
regardless.
Nemophila, it's great. I love those bands because you can just start a pit, but then you get a few songs where you can chill out too.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I don't think you would necessarily start a pit during style, you know, like with maybe
Mhm.
Dissension, you're going hard, you know?
Yeah,
Style.
yeah.
Because when she rips open with the screams, like for example, Dissension,
Yeah.
immediately I want to start bashing into people. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
Dude, yes. I always say like I want to flip my desk whenever I'm like doing reactions and something like that. One of these days.
Yeah.
One of these days. But yeah, man, like that's one thing that I don't know. I'm going back to it. Like her being my favorite female metal vocalist, and it just because she can do that. Like she has that capability of doing those ballads where you're like, God, she can sing really, really good.
Yeah.
And then she does those metal screams, and you're like, Damn, like I've had people be like, dude, as a person who does metal screams, what is your take on her scream? And she has like a very powerful scream. It's
It's very
freaking
recognizable too.
yeah, yeah. I like that she doesn't necessarily do like like just growls, like super low growls very often or
Yeah.
anything. I don't know that I've ever heard her do that, but I'm sure she could if she wanted to. It's more of a aggressive kind of scream.
Oh
Andrew's
yeah.
showing some footage of Mayu with the red hair. I kind of miss her having red hair.
Right.
Yeah, me too. Oh,
I
Yeah.
always I always consider that like the signature thing,
Mm.
like when I
right.
think in Nemophila, like that brand has already like branded itself.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Like Angie from Gotrek Spin, if she decides to not be bright pink haired, I don't know what's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
yeah. Same
What
Yeah.
kind
happened?
of thing. Yeah.
Where did
Yep.
it go? Oh, hey, the results are in, and Jody won.
Yeah.
85 votes. Jody
Jody
won
You
85 times. Good job, Jody.
I don't know. I think those are actual fans.
It's like the
Comment in
most
the
votes we
chat if you
got.
said yes. Comment in the chat if you said yes.
Yeah. If it was you, yeah, unless it's somebody that I know, I'm just going to assume it's Jody.
Real quick, I really appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat earlier.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Appreciate it. I can't
Oh,
remember
that's
what the
right.
comment was, but thank you.
Nemophila did a cover of Passcode's song tonight. There's a little bit of growling in there, I think, if she tried.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to have to
Thanks for
check
Kid
that one out.
Monster.
I'm going to have to check that one out. But I don't know. I just think that's really cool that they're so versatile. They can do like so many different things. And then and then too, one thing that was really awesome was walking around the area where because that's part of the is it the Imperial Palace is close to that as well too. And
Oh.
there's like the Imperial Gardens, I think. So it's like
Oh, real quick, Mike Mint said $5 for the apron. Thanks, Michael. Thank you for that. I don't know what that means, but
heck
thank you.
yeah.
For his maid costume.
Mm,
There you go, man.
I think what I need to do is hit up the guy that
Here,
designed the
I can
new
give
one.
you Eric's. Like, what? Let's meet up, and then I'll bring
Yeah.
Eric's. Oh, that might be.
Yes, dude.
We
Yeah.
got two maid outfits, believe it or not.
Well, there you go. Listen, I'm right.
I'm starting
I
a
agree.
collection. That's my new thing. I'm starting a maid outfit collection.
I just imagine you've got those trophy box, like those like frames, and you just got them framed, and a
How'd you
neon light
know?
underneath it.
How'd you know? I got a specific spot in my trailer actually for it.
Yes, freaking love it, dude. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm thoroughly stoked for the BAND-MAID concert and the spin-offs. Those are gonna be awesome. Do y'all think that they're gonna announce any type of like? I know that they said that they're gonna be having a new album coming out possibly this year as well too. Is that correct or
Nemophila?
they're no, BAND-MAID. Sorry,
BAND-MAID.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they've been talking about being in the studio, and they said it's gonna. No, they said when the Yokohama show is gonna come out. I don't know. Then to wait for a new album. Is that what's going on?
I think it was something about they were talking about collaborating with Western artists, and I thought they said something about an album, but maybe that was wishful thinking.
Yeah,
Maybe I was wishfully listening.
they put out posts on Instagram and Twitter about being in the studio and working on stuff. So yeah, I'm super. I mean, I'm always excited for when they put out new stuff, but yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know we don't know what kind of it could be producers. I doubt it. Hopefully, it's just a few select artists. I don't know.
yeah. I think Avenged Sevenfold. I think they're gonna play with him.
That'd be awesome. Incubus, probably definitely Incubus.
Incubus is so on. It has to be, man. Like, right?
awesome,
I would
dude.
think so. Also, this is it's kind of more in the rock area for sure, but also 1OK Rock is in studio right now. They just posted a couple of studio picture updates and stuff, and hopefully we
right
get
on.
some news, but they're working on a new album as well too.
Still kicking it, man. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
They're one of those bands that I don't really listen to. Every time I see a video,
Mm.
I'm like, wow, those guys are really good.
Yeah, Ryan and I
Yeah.
brought that up in our new video because Eric's
Yeah.
a gay rock fan. He's a
Mhm.
pretty big fan. And Ryan and I said
Nice.
we were overrated. And he was so salty. He took it out on everyone.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I blame blasted everybody. Yeah.
No, we made a fun video talking about Japanese hot takes or whatnot.
Mhm.
And Eric was freaking hilarious in the video. He was
I'm gonna
on a
check
roll.
it out.
Yeah, that was fun. Ryan was with us too. It was a good time.
No, I
Yeah.
like it. I like it.
So yeah, it was by the Imperial Palace. You're saying, did you get to go on the grounds at all? Have time for that,
So
or
both times I have not been able to. I actually walked right by Nippon Budokan, not knowing what it was whenever I was there
I
the
probably
last
did
time.
too. Yeah.
And then this time I knew where I was going, and I didn't go to the palace because there's just a lot of people and we got to talk to a lot of people, so I ended up getting heavily distracted. But uh, next time maybe, fingers crossed.
Right on. Yeah.
But it was cool. But the thing I was saying is they were actually, so there's cafes, there's like a lot of different shops around that area, and just walking down, they were actually blaring Nemophila just in
Really?
cafes, which were like coffee
That's
shops,
cool.
and like they're playing
That's awesome.
Dissension or something like that. So you hear like screaming while you're just getting a coffee or a beer or something, and it was cool as hell, dude. It was really cool.
That's great, man.
That's
Yeah.
how was the? You said you were like knocked out, right? When you got back from Japan, like how much
God,
did you
dude.
take out of
Yeah.
you?
The
Well,
lag.
jet lag sucked, and then also I ended up I scheduled like some. I didn't schedule this, but my scheduler scheduled me to be out at appointments like the next morning, and I was like,
Dude.
"There is no way in hell I am gonna show up to somebody's house. I haven't even slept." And they were like, "We'll do it for tomorrow," and I was like, "Oh, I should be good." I slept like 20 hours whenever I got home, dude,
Yeah, man.
and yeah, it was
Yeah,
rough.
my friend Joey just went to Japan not too long ago, and like we
Mhm.
always hear like about jet lag. I didn't really feel it when I went to Austria, and I was
Yeah.
like I wasn't sure. He's like, dude, you're just walking, and all of a sudden it just hits you, and you
Hmm.
just
Yeah.
can't move. He's like, that's jet lag. I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was just being tired or something.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was a whole like you can't function.
I just felt
Well,
like I was kind of high a little bit for like groggy, I guess. I don't know,
yeah.
for a
Uh,
couple of days
You're doing
afterwards.
things, you're aware of it.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
long were you there, John, for that?
I
he said he couldn't do stuff. He was just like they
mm,
couldn't
Well,
move.
I mean, everybody's
Yeah.
different. Everybody gets
yeah.
affected differently.
For me, I couldn't sleep whenever I first got home. And it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I should probably go to bed, right? I should go to sleep,
Right.
shouldn't I? I think I should go to bed. And then as soon as I like got to sleep, I was just dead to the world. I was like, "Oh." So, but
Yeah. So how long was your trip there?
for this, I was only there for 3 days, so it was very
Oh,
very quick
man.
turnaround time, and it's like,
So that's enough. That's just long enough to fuck you up
yeah, because like,
physically.
yeah, because I'm what like I think in total it was close to 24 hours, if not more, on a plane flying just different time zones, and whenever
Yeah.
it's like 12 hours ahead there, so I think what's like 10 o'clock there right now, maybe somewhere
I
in
think
there.
they're like about 13 now.
Okay,
So
this is like that at night right now in Japan. So that messes you up too. Like if as soon as you get on that schedule. But
it's
like,
almost 1 a.m.
yeah. And I will say this, going over there, like I never have a problem whenever I get into Japan. I'll wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, let's go, yeah. And then as soon as I get back home, like last time I came back home with like just the plague, dude. So I was sick as hell and I had jet
Oh,
lag. And then this time it's just like just tired. It's really tired.
yeah.
So
Me, it was like the first night and second day even wasn't too bad. The third day, I was like, uh, we
yeah.
gotta slow down, man. Same
Yeah.
with this, like with the Poji-san, just like the Energizer Bunny, just go, go, go. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm not conditioned for this shit. I gotta slow down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
It's
yeah, upon coming, it was like a solid week. Or was it
yeah.
2? Whatever it was, as long as we get acclimated, and then we had to come back and adjust. The
Mm-hmm.
second time I was there for a week, and it was like again about 3 days, and then I was good for a few days, and then I had to like come back, and it's just like God.
Yeah. So going there whenever you were so when you were going there, it was actually kind of rough for you as well too. You got jet lag going
Like the
there.
third day
Maybe
Mm-hmm.
it's
was
because
rough.
maybe the jet lag feels even more real with Japan because it's a 12-hour. I mean, mine was only 5 hours, right?
Yeah,
Or 5,
Mm.
7 hours.
yeah,
So
you're
that's half
completely
the
flip
that's
flopping.
half the time, dude. Like that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
You guys are literally going forward 12 hours. That's
yeah, day and
Yeah.
night.
pretty
Your
It's
insane.
body,
weird because whenever you land in Tokyo, it's like the next day and you're like, shit, I just lost a whole day. But then whenever you like flying back, I left Tokyo Haneda at on Monday at 6 o'clock, and I landed in Nashville Monday at
5.
6 o'clock.
Yeah,
So it was like I didn't lose any time, and I was like, yesterday, whenever I was at this place, and then I was like, wait,
that
I
was
don't know what
day.
it is for you guys. I was like,
Yeah,
because dude, the day I left, I went to and if somebody could please let me know, but there's a temple that I went to that BAND-MAID actually shot a music video at.
Oh, Gion Show.
Maybe. Let me
They've
what,
used a few.
it was this one right
It would
here.
have been for
Bow. Maybe skadoosh.
oh, that was shit. Shadow Hope. Shadow
It looks
Hope.
so
I'm
different in
horrible
that
with names
picture.
anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real Existence.
Real
Possibly.
Existence. There you go. Which, by the way, one of my favorite temples now, because there's dragon statues all over the place. It's freaking
Yeah.
awesome looking place. And it was kind of raining, but I had to walk all the way out there. It's a long like
There you go.
freaking subway to it, and then from the subway station, it's like a 15-minute walk, and it was in the freaking pouring rain. So like a lot of stuff happened before I actually walked to the airport at 6. And so I did a lot of stuff
Oh.
that day, and then got to the airport at 6, and then flew back, and then I was like, man,
Oh,
I've had a
man.
full day, but then like flew for like 16-ish hours in total, and it was
Yeah.
wild.
And then when you go there, you're excited. Like you're already
Yeah.
screwed up time wise, and then the next day I'm going to see a band that I love, and then
Yeah.
so like if I know I'm going to go to a show the next day, I have trouble
Mhm.
sleeping anyway. So it's just kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to deal with whatever happens.
Yeah.
I was getting laughed at because I was falling asleep on the train. They're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I fell asleep on the train." It's like, "Gee, I'm tired, man."
Let me show you.
But-
Close your eyes for a
I
moment.
can fall asleep on a train, no problem.
Dude, hell yeah.
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 I fall asleep on planes, cars. Horrible.
Mm. I think it's a superpower, dude. As soon as I get on a plane and like we're actually taking off, I'm like,
Dude, I have not slept once on a goddamn plane.
really?
Flying across the states, flying to Japan,
Yeah.
to and from 4 different flights. I never fall asleep on
You
it. I'm
can't
like,
sleep?
go
Oh,
there
man.
dead tired, and I'm just awake the whole time. Like, come on,
Yeah.
I really want to sleep.
Dude, yes. Well, this is the first time I ever flew Japan Air. It's only the second time I've been to Japan, so like there's not really any reason I would have
Right.
flown that. But they screwed up. I was flying American, and they were doing like the other one from Chicago to Japan.
Yeah.
Japan Airlines, and for some reason it didn't transfer over really well. And I was trying to check in on the mobile app, and it wouldn't let me check in. And whenever I get up to the gate, I'm like, "Hey, I'm here to check in. I don't know where my seat is. I just want to make sure I'm on the plane." And so the lady starts, she's like, "Give me your passport," pulls up some stuff. She's like, "Oh, you're coming from Dallas?" I'm like, "No, I'm coming from Nashville." And she's like, "Oh, you have 2 check bags?" I was like, "No, I just have some carry-on." And she was like, "We don't actually, you're not this person.
Oh my
You're not this
god.
person." I was like, "Oh shit." And she was like,
Oh, wow.
"Well, economy's all sold out because that's what I booked." And I was like, "Well, that sucks." And I just last time I went to Hong Kong, I ended up having like a 12-hour layover in San Francisco because like
Oh
they
man.
screwed up some stuff. So I was like, whatever, just get me on the next plane there. Or if you guys have extra seats, like, do you have anywhere else open? And she was like, "We've got first class. Let me see if I can move you there." And I was like, "What?" And so, dude, I got first class in Japan. I was like, I
That's
slept the
amazing.
yeah, dude. I
That
slept
had to
like
be a
the
little
whole
bit different than riding fucking
Yeah.
coach.
Well,
yeah,
you get a
yeah.
laid out bed. You get to
Yeah.
lay out. And
Dude, yeah.
shit.
Dude, I was like, I was sleeping, and anytime I was like, before I went to sleep, I was like, "Hey, if you guys bring food, just bring it to me. Wake me up. I'm cool." But other than that, I'm just gonna sleep. So I just slept, woke up, ate some food, went back to sleep.
Yeah,
But
because
then-
they'll skip over you and not bring you the food.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, God,
and then I'll wake up smelling something, and be like, "What's that?" And see someone else eating. I'm like, "Damn you!" But yeah, on the way back home, it was definitely not luxury. By the way, it was
Right.
like not at
Wow.
all. I was freaking sitting in the back, just I don't know. But it was fun. It was very fun. It's a fun experience.
Cool, man.
Yeah. But man, so I don't know. And then also freaking this weekend we got the Baby Metal concert. Does anybody have like any information on that, or you guys know?
I'm just
what's going
fucking
on?
sad I'm not going.
Feel that.
Yeah.
Feel that.
Where's that one?
It's in Japan. It's
It's
their
the
main.
Yokohama or something. I think it's
Yeah,
that
it's their
Yokohama.
their main show they do every year. It's like the Legend MM. So it's Momo's birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they're assuming that she's gonna do Momo Banger. So if you guys don't know, every member of the band has had like their own version of Headbanger. Yui had a Yui Banger, Mo had Mo Banger. So
Nice.
Momo's gonna be doing that one there.
It's gonna be awesome. thoroughly
on.
excited. What do you think that's going to be like the big difference in their shows that they've been doing right now?
I mean, it's in Japan, so it's a 2-day thing. Uh,
Hmm.
should be 2-day concert on the weekend. It's going to be what 20 songs or something like that, 20 or something plus songs. So like they put on a whole spectacle and performance for 2 shows straight. So yeah, it's way more special, I think, than like the shows that we get in the US or
Hmm.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it's
Just
just
twist
baby
that.
metal. It's nothing else. You
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just twisting the knife. Just twisting the knife. No,
Man.
I don't know. A lot of people sent me messages while I was over there, and they were like, "You stand for BAND-MAID? You stand for baby metal?" I was like, "There's no freaking way!" And also, both of them, I'm pretty sure were sold out. So,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's way out of my budget. The
yeah,
fly over there, but not only that, but just getting the ticket, like trying to
Mhm.
get
Yeah.
sponsored. So,
yeah,
oh
man.
well.
God, that looks amazing
Yeah.
though. I can't wait. And then too, the streaming of that, I don't think it's happening until the end of the month. I believe. I don't know if does anybody know if there's links to a live stream? Are they doing that or no?
They normally come out with a DVD like after the fact. They'll come
Hmm.
out with like a recorded version or something like that. They don't do it the day of
Okay.
because they're trying to stretch that dollar out, right? So you have
Yeah.
that concert there, they get it all recorded, they produce it, and then they put out normally like a 2-disc CD or something like that.
Mm.
Or they'll
I think.
stream it. Sometimes they'll do a streaming and then they'll have the DVD afterwards.
Hmm.
They'll like stream that concert, like they'll wait 6 months, stream the concert, and then they'll come out with DVD 6 months later.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stretch it out for the year.
yeah.
From what I heard that they were doing I think that they're doing a stream, but it's like what WW or something. I can't remember what the name of the website is, but they are streaming it somewhere. But it's like
Hmm.
on the 30th or sometime around that area, so it's gonna be like way later. But yeah, kind of sucks though. I think I'm just spoiled now. I'm very new to the like
Oh,
really
yeah.
getting into it, and then everywhere it's like I don't know, like BAND-MAID. They're like, oh, stream it live with us, like Nemophila did the same thing. So Wowo, is that what it's called? Is that the website? Wowo?
Wow Wow is
Wow.
I think what Baby Metal streamed on in the past before.
Okay.
So we don't know, they don't entirely have the details on that yet. I can look
Mm,
to make sure, but yeah, they don't have details on that yet.
blast.
Yeah. Hanabi, they're touring again. Going to do a North American tour. It,
Oh yeah, we
Connecticut,
talked about that the week before.
Connecticut, Quebec, Ontario, Minneapolis,
Mm,
Minnesota,
so,
Winnipeg, Saskatoon, Edmonton, Calgary, a lot of Canada stuff. Gonna hit Portland, Sacramento, Seattle.
mhm.
It's funny that Minneapolis has been like the closest thing for a few shows lately. It's like, why the fuck do I gotta go to Minneapolis?
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know. When is that?
I can't remember
May.
exactly.
In May. I might be able to do that.
Do you know when in May they're gonna be there?
5/21, 21st.
Okay, good. Later in the year. Or later in the month, I guess. No
Yeah.
Vancouver? Dang it. But they're playing. Wait, are they playing Seattle? Where are they playing at? I know they're playing somewhere around there.
Seattle, Washington, the 29th.
Okay.
In Portland,
How are
the
you going to be
30th.
playing Seattle and not Vancouver? I guess it's just to put another American show on there, something like
They're
that.
doing
But
Calgary the 27th and then Seattle the 29th.
Calgary is
it
kind of wild that they're doing that show.
Dude,
like
listen to the
out there,
dates:
isn't it?
17, 18, 19, 21, 23, 25, 26, 27,
Those
29,
are
30.
far
Those are
trips.
tight, dude. Yeah, it's
And
Yeah.
intense.
it's not that's not just a little drive either in Canada. Like
Yeah.
that's a long trip. Like because I was in
Yeah,
Edmonton and then rode to Calgary. That's a couple hours away.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
So
It's
it's
the
pretty
next day,
far.
man.
That
I
sucks,
don't know
dude.
where Saskatoon is, but they got Saskatoon, Edmonton, and Calgary are all one day after the other.
Oh, I mean
Hmm.
Saskatoon is in between maybe.
I wonder why do a short one though. Like it just said Hanabe's next tour here is going to be a short one. I mean, I wonder I don't know, like what's the point of doing a short tour instead of just really like trying to fill it up and stuff? Do you feel like
Money.
they're
I
So I
mean,
got a
money as far
question.
as what's available as opposed to what to make. Like,
All right, yeah, that makes
there's a
sense.
cost involved
Oh
either way,
wait,
so it might have been better to what?
I'm sorry. I was gonna say so you have like Edmonton here and then Saskatoon's here and then
Mhm.
Calgary's here.
No
Oh,
way,
weird.
really.
Dude,
So those are
Where's
like so
Seattle then?
Saskatoon to Edmonton's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or even to Calgary. Like if you look at the main highway system. Which one are they doing first? Edmonton or Saskatoon?
Saskatoon,
That makes
Edmonton,
sense.
then
Okay, that makes
Calgary.
sense. Yeah, they just go along the road, Edmonton, then they go south to Calgary. So that makes
Oh,
sense.
okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. But that's
Okay.
still like that's not too bad. It's only a couple hours. It's
Mhm.
3 hours from Saskatoon to Edmonton and about 2 hours to Calgary.
Mm.
Right on. Yeah.
Well, dude, that's wild though. I was about to
And
say
it
it sounds like
says-
somebody like myself booked that tour. I'm horrible with maps. I'm like, yeah, it's about that far. So it doesn't seem like it's that, it's probably like short hour,
You got to
couple
scale
hour
it up,
drive.
John. There's
Yeah. It's like 8-hour drive in this little
It's not
tiny
that
bit. I'm
bad.
like, damn.
I
Dude,
was hoping to catch Hanabi because I'm literally touring the same month they're touring.
Oh,
that's awesome.
I'm going with Edge of Paradise, and we're going to be going to Canada. We're going to
Oh, damn.
where are we going? I can't even remember. We're going to somewhere. Toronto. Yeah, we're going to Toronto. Oh, that's way far where they're going.
Nice.
But yeah, it's funny. Like we're going to like Connecticut, and then they're going there like afterwards or something.
Oh, dang.
Wild.
Warm it up for him, dude. But yeah, that'd be awesome though. I'm really excited about that concert, like or that tour for them. I just wonder if they're gonna end up doing anything like lower United States at any point next year, if they're or this year if
Wow.
they're planning on it.
it'd be nice.
But
they
what
got-
is y'all's take on this? What is y'all's thoughts on this? Obviously, like the yen is low right now, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
American dollars, like US dollars, there's a huge conversion rate. And it would make sense that these Japanese bands would come over to America, play, and then make a lot of money over here and send all that US dollar back. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
would that make, I don't know. It's what I would think would work. But whenever you talk to a lot of people, like whenever we talked to Nemophila's manager, that was a big thing. They were like, financially, I don't know how much sense it makes, but you would think that it would make sense. So I don't, what are y'all's thoughts on it?
I kind of
I
missed
don't
what you
know.
said. Say it again.
I don't know enough about economics to.
I don't know
really
it either.
say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say it again.
So like the US dollar compared to the yen as far as how much one's valued at, the US dollar is valued a lot higher than the yen right now. So you'd think like with conversion rates that it would make sense for Japanese bands to come over here, play some shows, crush it, and send that US dollar back.
You got to use your yen to get it started, though. I guess.
I don't know. Here's the thing. So when I guess it depends on the product. Like food is the only time I ever noticed a drastic difference with money. When it comes to every other product, it always evens out to about the same, no matter what. They like something happens within the conversion where it comes pretty close or not close, So
Yeah.
like they always talk about the value and stuff, and like for trading purposes, it makes sense, and it's mainly for that. It's mainly because of the freaking markets and trading currency and stuff and commodities. So, because I used to trade that stuff all the time, and it's really a hard thing to gauge because it can dip like drastically out of nowhere. But as far as like a consumer, like for instance, just going to Canada, going to Mexico, the US, I'm like, I don't really notice a difference other than with
Yeah.
food. Like with food is the biggest one when I see the conversion rate,
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
being in
food-
Canada, like freaking out, like because I forgot it was Canadian dollar, and then I look at my US account, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't spend that much.
Yeah.
Like freaking out,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But that's like the biggest thing. But like if I got electronics in Canada or Mexico or the US or in Europe, it was all roughly the same. Like maybe give or take 50 cents when the conversions were done and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same thing when so Joey, he went there. I told him get as many Baby Metal DVDs or CDs as he can while he was there. And because I was just curious like how that works. And then I sold a bunch of them on eBay, the extra ones I had, and or gave them away for our contest or whatnot. And it was about the same. Like it all converted about the same, So it's just a matter of like how you ship it over. The shipping is what really jacks up all of it. So anyways, back to the whole dollar thing. I don't think there's really much of a big difference. It feels like mentally it's cheaper and stuff, but when you really break it down, is it that much cheaper? Probably not.
Good question.
For my wife and son to stay for a week or 4 days in Osaka was like $400 and some in a nice hotel.
Yeah. Like
and
those
you
things
to
for
like
sure
have
are
like a
cheaper.
roomy 3 beds,
Mhm.
living room space with a tub,
Yeah.
and then to here if you want something that's actually nice, it's gonna be way more than
Close.
that for
Yeah.
two people for like 4 days.
Yeah.
So there's other, food's cheap, yes. Product wise, I didn't do. I mean, it seems like the convenience stores. I mean, everything was a little better, but definitely as far as hotel accommodations go, it was cheaper to stay.
Yeah. Hotels for sure. But dude, yeah, like well, for instance, I guess my hotel there, it's the same one I stayed at last time, but I think it was more expensive because it was around what time it was or whatever. But I think it was like $100 a night, which still isn't bad because it's right
Yeah.
near everything. It was really like
Yeah.
busy place, But Dragon was telling me that the place that he stayed at for in Haneda, which is maybe where I'm looking at whenever I stay there next time. He said it's even bigger and a nicer place. And it was under $100 a night. It was like $60 to $80. I can't remember how much it was. So
it depends on where, right? Where you go out, like, because in El Paso, I can rent a really good hotel for about $50 to $60 a night,
And
right?
like the middle of the city.
And that's in
Like
that's
if
yeah.
you go to Chicago, like the Loop, and try and get $100 a night hotel, you're gonna be fucking.
yeah,
Well,
Nashville, you'll get
you remember
stabbed.
the place I
It's gonna
got
be a shady spot.
Yeah.
well, the place I got in Chicago, that was pretty good. That was like 70 a night, but that was an
That's
Airbnb
awesome.
and you're sharing
Yeah.
a house, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess it depends.
Dragonfly said it was 80, included breakfast buffet and airport shuttle.
Damn, dude.
But
Yeah, that's pretty good.
but it is kind of wild because like even whenever I was in Cancun a couple of weeks ago, that place was like I was in a tourist trap and I never knew
Yeah.
really what that word tourist trap meant until I went there. I was like, oh, it's just there's a lot of tourists around. No, it's there to prey upon your money, and it
Oh,
is a
yeah.
straight up trap, dude. Like you can't get out of the. I didn't know this, but the cartel apparently like the Cancun airport runs the taxi services. And so you can't get out of the airport and go anywhere to any other resort unless you take their taxis or their shuttles.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's easily $200. So as soon as you get
Wow.
out, it's $200 freaking dollars and just to
Damn.
get to your hotel. And you
Wait, how
can't
do you get out of it? There's no way out of that?
I walked to mine, dude. I was like,
No
they were like,
shit.
$80. I was like, it's literally I could see the roof of my hotel. They were like $80. I was like, is there a way to walk there? And a lot of people were like, no. And then I finally went to an airport person. I was like, dude, I'm just gonna walk. Is there a way to walk here? And they're like, yeah. So, but
Wow.
once you get off the airport thing, you can just Uber. So if anybody's going there, Uber is like $13 instead of 200. But
Wow.
yeah,
Good
tourists.
They
are
allow
so-
I'm surprised they allowed Uber.
They
to be
don't in the
honest.
airport though. You literally they can't. Like I
Once you
talked
get
to a dude.
outside the grounds.
Yeah, they was like they literally wait for it. And if they see somebody that's not a taxi coming in and out, they'll like make sure that they're not working. It's like,
Damn.
that's so messed up. But it's so, and then too, I guess like in Tokyo, the train stopped running at 12, and I had to take a taxi from freaking Roppongi to where I was staying at.
Yeah.
That was expensive. It's like $80, dude. I think it was
Damn.
expensive for Tokyo. But yeah, man, that was a freaking wild night. Tokyo, by the way, the night of the Nemophila concert, I kind of like wish that I would have ended up hanging out like with some just like it got crazy, dude. Roppongi is a wild place, dude. Wild
Roppongi?
Roppongi. Yeah, one of oh god. I don't know how much I could legally tell about that night, but I'll just say I'm pretty sure I got drugged. The person I was with got drugged. There was a huge predator
drugged?
statue, drugged, dude. And then the person I was with ended up getting robbed. I can't say probably much more
Damn.
about it, but yeah, it was nuts. It
Holy
was
shit, man.
I
Wait,
mean,
in
we're all good.
Japan?
Yeah,
Wow.
Roppongi was wild.
Roppongi.
So if you go there, it's really unassuming. I feel like unless the person I was with was kind of like they were like, I want to find the scummiest bar in here, and like they were searching for it. So we found what we were looking for.
If you
But
go searching for trouble,
yeah.
man.
If you're not looking for it actively, I feel like I could have made it through Roppongi totally okay.
Wow.
It was a cool place, but go looking for it and you shall find. What is it? Stare into the darkness long enough and it will like something will stare back or something. Roppongi.
Well, sounds interesting, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Did you document any of that?
I did. Like I said, pretty sure I was drugged, and I don't remember taking this video, I was in the back of a taxi, just giggling my butt off, recording myself, talking about what had happened. And then,
Oh God.
yeah, and I woke up in my hotel room a couple of
Wait,
years.
wait. So
Wow.
what you're saying is don't drink in Japan. Got it. No. I'm just
You
kidding.
can, dude, Japan drinking fine, but Roppongi in really scummy bars, because that's what the person I was looking for. They were like, I want to find the scummiest bar. I want my shoes to stick to the floor. And
Wow. So he's looking for like a U.S.
he
like
was
most of the
looking
bars
for
I
it,
go
and
to
he
around
found, sir. Midwest Metal said isn't that where Godzilla is? That's in Shinjuku. That's in Shinjuku. But it's close, I think. But yeah, avoid the clubs in Roppongi. It's, if somebody escorts you to the club, like if somebody on the street grabs you and then they're like, "Oh yeah, come here." Don't go with them.
here. Yeah,
Okay?
I'd be a
Just
little
don't do that.
suspicious of
That's a
that.
good, yeah, just be like, "No, I'm good. Just walk off. You're fine." Like, yeah. I
Don't give him
definitely,
your card. Like, yeah, I'll run a tab.
yeah, start a tab. Yeah. Nah, not good. But the club was really cool. It was a very interesting club. What I remember of it, there was a huge predator. I mean, it was like life-size predator statue. I got a
Yeah.
lot of pictures with, and yep, wild night though. Huh.
Yeah.
But
All right.
This is why I don't drink.
yeah, I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you. This is a wild one. Yeah.
Oh man, I know. I can't imagine if I was still drinking and I ended up in Japan. I'm so happy. Like if I do ever get to Japan sometime, at least I'm sober now.
Mhm.
Because oh my God, I would
Yeah.
probably not come back alive.
Yeah. Well, and they've got these things called chuhais or high chews. I can't remember what they're called. Like it's one of those two, but they're like really strong. I think they're like 9 or something percent alcohol, but they're served at convenience stores, and they're like
The 9
nine.
percenters. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are
So
so
you might
fucking
just be
good.
like, "Oh, I'm sipping. I'm just sipping," and then you're drunk. You're like, "What happened?"
Yeah. When you're, say, bored in Shibuya and yeah, the person you're there with is just chilling out. So yeah, you wander down to the convenience store. All right, get
Yeah.
a snack. Oh, I'll get a 9 percenter or three.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
And
exactly.
then he's like, "Hey, you want to go do something?" Like, no, dude. I'm fucking
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah,
yeah.
definitely a good idea. But
Maybe spend a
like,
day drinking those. It's fun.
mhm. But I definitely don't mean to scare anyone away from Roppongi. It's a pretty place too. There's like, I think that's where the Tokyo Tower or Tokyo
I
Sky
think
Tree is.
if you don't drink, you'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, even if you do drink, drinking's fine there too. Just don't go looking for it, because you'll
Right.
Yeah,
find it.
see, whenever I go to another country, I really make sure I'm with people before I have a sip of any
Yeah,
alcohol. Even in Austria, I was with Teresa. I'm like, okay, I'll have a sip of like
yeah,
one beer. I was like, I'd be too scared to like go to an actual bar and get
dude.
wasted or something.
Yeah, I'm like 2 for 2 right now on these travel vlogs. But like the last 2 that I've been to, I got drugged, I'm pretty sure, in Roppongi, so that counts, I think, as one. And then I just from Cancun, it was like an all-inclusive place, and as soon as you
Yeah.
walk in, they hand you 2 margaritas, and they're like stout margaritas. And so I adventured my way back to the hotel that night. And so either way, after the last one, after Roppongi, I'm like, I'm not drinking solo anymore in these places. So
Yeah.
yeah, not doing it. Not doing it anymore. Swearing it off. Yeah.
Good. Good. Keep it safe. Keep it safe when you're
Wild.
traveling, guys.
Yes, definitely keep it safe. If you need a tour guide, holler at me. But but yeah, and then what all do we have in the news? Know that he sent us some news.
Yeah, there's Bring Me the Horizon song Kingslayer featuring Baby Metal certified silver by the Brit Awards. That's good. That song
Oh,
keeps popping
nice.
up, doesn't it? Keeps popping
Yeah,
up
it
in the news.
does.
Talk about a
That's
song
cool.
that like like we reacted to that song like 2 years ago, and
Oh, dang.
it just keeps get a resurgence
It's
of
weird,
like
isn't it?
listens. It's insane.
Good
Hmm.
song. Whack in the UK Volume 2 tickets are on sale now. That
Oh, nice,
is
nice.
Japan's notorious Whack agency returns to the UK for another dose of unadulterated alternative pop music for Japan, featuring 3 of its acts. Will feature Gang Parade, ASP, and Kiss Kiss at the Underworld in Camden, London on 27th March 2024. Be warned, it's a full-on day if you want to get the most out of it, even including lunch with the idols.
What?
Right on, man.
That's
So,
awesome.
if you're in the area, check that out.
That is pretty awesome.
Trident announced their third mini album, Spice X, for May 5th. That's cool.
Trident. I
Looking
freaking
forward.
love
Their
them.
latest releases are pretty
Mm-hmm.
damn good.
So the last music video that Trident did, it was like a collab, I guess, or an X with what was it? Rainbow Siege, I think.
Yeah.
Awesome song.
Yeah,
Freaking
I
love
dig
that.
that one.
But so is that going to be on their third mini album, you think, or was that kind of a one-off for that video game?
I don't know. You think it'd be included.
Yeah. But that's freaking awesome. May 5th, man. I can't wait to see all the music videos. Like, I hope that really takes off for them, dude. Spice X.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Isn't that what
Uh
they called freaking the thing from the Powder Puff Girls?
Spice X?
It was like
I don't know.
good and nice and something else and then an ingredient X or something like that. And then he accidentally threw too much in it and created Powder Puff Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody called me on that, please. But I think so. But that's
Well,
awesome.
Crossfaith officially made guitarist Daiki a member of the band. Must have been
Oh,
filling
hell
in
yeah.
for him.
But do
That's
you mind
cool,
if I
man.
talk about Crossfaith for a second?
No, go ahead, dude. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, new song is fucking phenomenal. It's one of the best metal songs of the
Oh,
year.
what is that?
I'm telling you right now. It is so good. It
Yeah.
is so good. They just came out with it. We did a reaction to it. So coming out tomorrow, Monday. It's called Zero. Check it out. It is really, really good. And I'm super excited for their like comeback or whatnot.
I
It's
think I
Yeah.
checked that out too.
yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was such a good song. Eric and I lost our shit. It was the most insane in our seat mosh pit ever.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yes, Daiki's been playing as a support guitarist for the last 7 months and is officially now a member of the band. So that's cool. I like seeing a
That's
band do
awesome.
that and finally.
Mm-hmm.
And
give
it
us
sounds
about
good,
that
guys.
here.
I don't know if he recorded on this new song. Like, I really like it. They got a good solid sound down.
Yeah. So, person in chat, Dragonfly, went to their concert in Zepp and sent me videos. Have y'all ever heard
Oh,
of a pyramid in the crowd? Don't know what that
no.
is.
That
I
sounds
had no idea. Japan's
dangerous.
wild as hell. Like, apparently, people like stand on other people's shoulders, and then they get people that are standing on their shoulders to stand on their shoulders,
Oh my God.
and then they just launch forward in the crowd. I was like, "What,
Jeez.
dude?" He showed me videos of that concert. Wild. I really, that's the biggest regret. Not go second biggest regret. Not going to that. Definitely that the Yokohama
Wow, dude.
concert and then this. Those two things. But the videos he sent me, it's just crowd surfing. You see like legs just randomly in the crowd. It's nuts, dude. And but yeah, their show there, they had a guy from what band is that? Came out and did vocals. I'm trying to think of
Is it Rio?
Cold Rain. The singer of Cold Rain came out and
Yeah.
did vocals with him.
Nice.
So apparently, yeah, they're just crushing it right now, man. Crossfaith is this their year, dude. They're blowing up.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when they had to cancel their show at Aftershock because I was supposed to meet them for an interview for that, and they had canceled their dates and stuff. That really
Sucks.
was a bummer.
Yeah.
Because we've been a fan of Crossfaith since we started the channel. We did so many reactions to that band, and they were so good. Just the singer's energy and charisma is just out of this world. Same thing with
Yeah.
it's like there. It reminds me of like Sim, and Sim I got to
Yeah.
witness in person. Like Sim was one of the best concerts I saw
Hell yeah.
last year. They were so good.
Yeah.
It was just so entertaining or so into it. It was like that they brought the energy. Like they outshined the other bands that they were playing with for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Just refresh my
Also,
memory on that Zero song. Yeah, it's nuts, dude.
hell yeah.
They checked it out. They're a crazy band.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Do
really good
you
song. And the biggest issue with Crossfaith when we first checked them out was that the studio recordings weren't that great in consideration to their live performances. So we kept reacting to their live performances on the channel because they were like so much better than the recorded versions because
Wow.
Yeah.
you just feel his energy and charisma. He makes you just want to get up and just like have a good time and I don't know, just feel the music. It's really cool. I think that's so important with a lead singer to have that ability to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
agree
kind of
with that
what
video.
it's kind of what Ryan said about like Love Bites, where he went and saw them, and Asami grabbed his attention, and he's a
Mm.
guitar player trying to listen to them play guitar, but Asami grabbed his
Yeah, dude.
attention. I think that's
Yeah,
important, you know.
they're two of the best guitarists around playing, and I'm like watching the singer dance around. Like, wow,
Yeah. Which that's what
crazy.
you want, like that to be able to grab your attention is what you want as a singer. You know, you're a front person. That's what
Right?
you
Yeah.
want to be able to do. And that's awesome.
That band has it for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, and talking about, you said that CrossFade had to cancel some shows. They had to cancel that show. Hanabe, does anybody have an update on them? I know that they had to cancel some shows in Japan recently. They had COVID. Does anybody know
Yeah, I
what's
think
going
they had
on?
to. Did they cancel or postpone them?
Hopefully, just postponed it. I
I,
know there's people
I think
actually
they
that
were
flew
pushed
over there for
back.
that concert.
Yeah, it was Matsuri that was sick, but I guess she's better, which is
Okay,
good.
hell yeah, good. Didn't mean to throw that off there, but yeah.
Right? Yeah, I did hear about that.
And then, are y'all fans of Auto in the chat?
I I've actually the last my mic's going weird. The last couple days, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I need to listen to Otto because every time I hear him and I'm
Yeah.
listening to her with people in chat or on live streams, or whatever, it's amazing, like mind blowingly good music.
Yeah.
And I always forget because I hear like 13 other bands that night,
Yeah.
But the music from Otto is so diverse that
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of hard for me to remember what it was when
Yeah.
I heard it
Yeah.
one time. And
Mm-hmm.
every time you hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, there's a freaking killer guitar solo when she like runs the gamut of
Yeah.
vocals as far as you
Yeah.
can. Yeah,
Dude,
it's
I would
definitely
definitely suggest checking out her new song, Value, because like I checked it out and
oh
dude, I was
shit.
awake. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning, I think, whenever that song came out, and I was just jet lagged, so my schedule started off, and freaking awesome song, and the drums in there are amazing. Like, it's probably one of the songs that the music really stood out to me just as much as her voice does.
Dude, I'm gonna
It's
see Otto in
so
concert in
good.
Chicago like next month.
You're going to it?
I forgot.
Yes, hell yeah, dude! I'm so stoked for you.
Holy
But
shit. Yeah.
yeah, her vocals sound really good. I think she's found a really good home base for like her just normal like middle of the row, which for Auto she's kind of everywhere. So I think she's found a good home for like her normal vocals, her mid
Yeah.
range, I guess. And she's found a really cool way to utilize her mid range vocals to like build that foundation for those highs that she's going to be doing and that she does in that song. But it's wild. Value is actually just is essentially a commercial. It's a commercial for an iPad essentially, and I had
Really.
no clue. But it's a badass music video and a song. It's so good.
I know that they had, I don't remember where it was booked initially in Chicago, but it sold out so quick they upgraded to the Aragon Ballroom. So they
Hell
like, oh,
yeah.
we need a bigger venue. So
They were at I think before they were at the Ridgemont, which is like 16,000. So that's nuts.
holy shit, that's gonna be like the biggest concert I've ever been to.
That's freaking
Of a
nuts.
city bigger.
That's awesome.
Cool, man. Well, how
Oh,
is
wait,
Aragon that big? I
Yeah,
didn't think
maybe I was
Aragon was
wrong
that
on that.
big.
Maybe I'm wrong on the numbers. Hold
Yeah,
on. But
Aragon
I
Ballroom's
wanted to
that
say it
big.
was somewhere in that. Does anybody know Rosemont? Does anybody know what the capacity is? I was there for a concert. Um
Aragon's 5,000.
okay. What's the
Okay. So I
Rosemont?
think they were booking like a 2 to 25
Okay, okay.
for that.
Well, it's gonna be a freaking awesome show.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Hey. But dang,
Because
man.
she plays like way bigger venues than that, dude. That's kind of
Hmm.
that's gonna be pretty nuts.
Yeah.
I haven't been to
I'm excited to
Aragon
see
for a long time.
yeah. I'm excited to see what the actual crowd's gonna be like there. I have no idea. I have no clue
Yeah.
what to expect. Very
I remember. Have you ever been there to the Aragon Ballroom?
Mm.
I was there. I saw Local H and Silverchair there
No
a
shit.
long time ago,
Yes,
dude.
local H. Oh my god.
Yeah, and it
Nice.
was right when when their songs were like blowing up, and Silverchair was
Mhm.
still big. I think Handsome, not Hanson, Handsome. It was a dude
Uh-huh.
from Helmet had his own. It's like a spinoff band there for a while.
Mhm.
And somebody else. But I remember the floor is all wood and it's like it spirals out from the middle,
Oh,
like all
that's
the way out to
cool.
the sides. I can't remember much else about it other than
Oh yeah.
it got pretty rowdy. It's fun.
Nice. Yeah. Freaking, but definitely Otto's new music
94.
video, definitely need to check it out. Freaking her
Oh
song,
yeah.
amazing. definitely.
Stuff.
And then one of the last things that he's got on there is the J-pop singer Lisa just released her new song "Hello World," which she's been putting out a lot of stuff recently, man.
Yeah, she has. I always enjoy watching her. Oh, she's
Yeah.
got dark hair. What the fuck?
What? What have
I
you
don't
done,
like it.
Lisa?
That's not the Lisa I know.
Who is this? Man, it's wild because like, yeah, see, there you go. That's what I'm used to.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know, man. She's so versatile. I think after she did that song for one of the Batman movies, but one of the Spider-Man movies that she did, I think like Into the Spider-Verse, she
Oh,
she's done so many different things. She's gotten into like more rock aspects, I think. She's trying a lot of stuff with her voice and it's cool. So I haven't heard the new song yet, but I need to check it out.
okay. Yeah. The woman they show at the start of the video isn't her. I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
She is amazing though, dude. Like every time I've watched her, it's like you get pulled right into
Mm-hmm.
whatever emotions she's trying to convey. It's just done expertly.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well,
Mm-mm-mm.
nothing else to add about your trip? You covered that.
Um,
We'll have to have a special show where we talk about your freaking
yeah. Yeah.
the
Dun
stuff
dun
you can't
dun.
the stuff you can't talk about.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to do a late night after dark. Guys and guys after dark. We'll do one of those. Tell you guys about all that. It's a wild one. I
Right.
gotta like I don't know, find out if I got an NDA or something like there, you know.
Oh man, must be serious.
Nah, it's not bad. It was so funny though, dude. It was hilarious. Uh but yeah, man, there's a lot of fun stuff this week though. A lot of fun stuff.
Right. We can skip right to the top 10 and see what's going on there.
Hell yeah.
Some changes at least, finally.
Mhm.
Looks like 10 feet has went down 5 with re-equation down to number 10.
Oh
They
damn.
were at number 1 for a long time. Hanging out there. Cold Rain up 16 to
Yes.
number 9 with Vengeance.
Oh
So
damn.
it's another band, dude, that I'm always impressed when I watch them, you know. From Nagoya, Japan, formed 2007. Right on. Number 8, Chilled Spot, which is a band I have grown to love here recently, is up number 3 to number 8. Their name is very descriptive of their music, and I really dig it.
Nice.
7, Shishamo, Maximum Speed, up 1 to number 7. I haven't heard of them. Shishamo is an all-girl rock band. They're formed 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I don't know.
I'm gonna have to check that one out. I
Maybe
haven't
one
heard
to
that one
check
either.
out. I like a 3-piece. East of Eden, still in the top 6 anyway, down 3 to number 6 for this moment. Another great song.
They are freaking awesome. I checked out, I don't know why their names have been popping up a lot for me, and
Yeah.
I hadn't checked out any of their music I don't know why. I feel horrible for not, but now that I've checked them out, holy shit.
Pretty
Even
amazing
their
stuff, isn't it?
dude, their basses too. I know that they crush everywhere else, but their basses,
Wakazai Amon, I think is her name.
I was like, what is happening to me right now?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
awesome.
she crushed. Yeah.
Full of amazing talent.
Yeah.
Ave Mujica with Angles up 2 to number 5. That's a
Nice.
quest from the Bang Dream franchise. It's really good stuff, man. Everything I've heard from them has been really cool.
Mm.
Familiar with them?
I haven't ever checked them out yet. Definitely
Yeah.
need to though. All girl band. Yeah, I'll
Or
definitely.
oh, here we go. Uchikubi Gokumon Club. How about Chief Pucho up 2 to number 4? There you go.
About time. About
Yep.
time, dude.
Yeah, I'm saying it's about time we got their
Hell
deserved
yeah.
spot. Baby Metal Matari up 1 to 3. This
Oh,
song
nice.
popping up kind of out of nowhere, isn't it?
Yeah. Where did it place whenever whenever it first dropped? Was it up there or like
It was up there for a while, but I haven't
Mhm.
seen it in the top 10 for a
That's
while.
awesome that it's sparking back up, man.
Well, I guess it has been. It's only up 1, but yeah.
Well, yeah, that's freaking awesome though, man.
Oh, with the live version.
Dude, that live crush though.
Yeah. I really think they could have just put the song out without Morello, and it probably would have been fine. I know that gained some notoriety, but
Yeah,
I don't think they
yeah,
added anything to it.
yeah. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one.
Still a freaking cool song, though. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Necri Talkie, Bloom, down 1, number 2. They're a
It's
fun
such a
band too,
fun
man.
song though, man.
Yeah, it is. Fun band, fun song. Hanabie, Otaku Lovely Densetsu is up 1 to number
Yes.
1. Hell yeah, dude. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
That's a
I
pretty
love.
wild video too.
Yeah, I just love how like I don't know, man. They're definitely. It feels like it's bringing some really heavy stuff to some even more mainstreamy, areas, and I think that's awesome because they
Yeah,
have very heavy parts, and yeah, a lot of people are checking them out.
I've strayed away from them a little bit with listening
Hmm.
to just some of the recent bands I found, especially like Drag Down and shit. Been
Hmm.
listening to them a lot,
Yeah, yeah,
and I kind of like it's not like I don't know what Navier does, but I almost forget how freaking heavy they are sometimes because the
yeah,
images aren't, your images are all they're pretty light and they're fun, and then
yeah,
you listen to them like, oh yeah, they're freaking monstrous, dude.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they go heavy.
Yeah, whenever I first saw one of their music videos, it was for Summer Gal or something like that. Summertime
Be
Gal, is
the
that what it's
gal.
called? Yeah. Or yeah, Be the Gal. But it was the summer edition. I don't know how that came across my radar for some reason, but somebody sent me that and they're like, check this one out.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting in some like some J-pop, something like that. Cool. And then
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
yes.
They
Oh
just
my
rips your
God.
head off.
Yeah. It's pretty
It's
awesome.
awesome. Hell yeah, man. Number 1.
Pretty freaking awesome top 10. Crushing it, man. That's awesome.
It's been out for a month too. That's kind of
Yeah.
it's cool. It pops in there.
Yeah. I think right now we're at this time where a lot of people are like studio. There's a lot of like kind of quietness maybe going on and people are playing shows and stuff, but I think we're gonna have a really busy like mid-year or late year. It's gonna be a
Yeah, I
lot of
think
new
so too.
music coming out. So I think sometimes just whenever there's like radio silence or whatever for a lot of people are like, oh, what are they doing? Not really much going on. But I think like even I know this is random, but Fujikaze been kind of like radio silent for a while. But I like whenever artists aren't talking online because that means that they're most likely
They're
doing
doing
something.
something. They're
Yeah,
working
I'm
on
like, oh,
something.
hell yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm stoked about it. It's gonna be a cool end of the year.
Right on. There's another band I want to mention. Mukyu. I don't know how to say it exactly, but it's
Mhm.
I'll put it in the chat. Um, they are. I love it. It's very chill. A lot more chill.
Mhm.
It's like I'm going extremes. Like rip your head off metal, and then this is like a super chill, just make you feel good kind of band. I had Alan
Hell yeah.
listen to him the other day. He kind of dug it too. Very
Oh
cool
yeah,
music.
that was really chill. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's just one of them. I got a whole list of stuff, but that's a band to check out, man.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to
Kitty. You
check
guys
it out.
heard of Kitty? They're an like an American all girl metal band.
Yeah.
Their recent stuff's really good.
I've heard that, but I need to check it out. Like so many people have been saying that they're doing something. I'm like, no way. This same
Yeah,
band? Kitty?
yeah, it surprised me too. I didn't. I mean, they weren't even on my radar at all. So when I heard
Yeah.
they were still together, I'm like, well, fucking right
Yeah.
on. Cool,
Mm-hmm.
good stuff
Choice of
though.
classic rock guitar Les Paul. Ah, that's very true. Seeking Souls S- said that their choice of like a Les Paul for heavy music, which there's some definitely like southern hardcore bands for some reason
Oh
really got
yeah,
into doing some like having Les Pauls as well too.
technically
Like
it's an ESP, but
mm, which
those are
in
used
my
for metal quite a bit.
yeah, dude.
I know.
I
We're
mean,
talking about the body shape though. Yeah,
yeah.
it's not. It's not pointy.
Hmm.
It doesn't look like a weapon.
We should just have total like someday, one day in the future, we should just do like a guitar breakdown to where we're just like nerding out about like what guitars some of these bands are using because
I'm
some of them
down,
are
dude. Shit.
hell yeah. Because I mean,
Hell
like
yeah.
I don't know the it's wild because the Les Paul style is pretty unassuming, but there's so many bands that do that that
Yeah.
are like super heavy.
I literally got a red Dean Flying V because of Miyako. I have
Oh,
Paul
nice.
Reed Smith because of Konami.
Freaking love it.
Those might be the only artist inspired guitars I have right now.
One of these days, I'm gonna get a pigeon inspired guitar. I just gonna have to get it from, I don't know, selling a house or something like that.
Right.
Those things are
Yeah.
freaking insane. But yeah, hell yeah, man.
I'd be
Drag
down.
Down has his favorite guitar. What kind of guitar is that? It's like a blacked
He's an
out.
Iceman. Ibanez
There
Iceman.
you go. Hell yeah.
7-string though. He also uses an Explorer, but yeah.
So
Pretty
one
cool
of my
guitars.
favorite guitars is the Ibanez Iceman.
It's pretty.
I never played one. I love it. I think it's an awesome shape, but I never like seen one.
I have an HR Geiger one.
Oh, that's cool.
The Alien movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, that's
Wow.
awesome.
Yeah, I have an
Yeah.
RG and an Iceman. So like
Nice.
the RG has carvings throughout it. It's whittled down. It has alien heads and stuff on it and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the Iceman was the first guitar I bought. Like I was 17, I think, when I got it.
Oh, nice.
It was like $700.
Yeah.
And,
Dude, Icemans are pretty cool. They're very iconic looking. But
Iceman has always been my favorite, but I can never find like a 24 fret 6-string.
yeah.
So it was the signature from the guy from Dragon Force, but I always felt weird about getting signature guitars
Yeah.
back then, so I want to get it. But I'm thinking about getting the 7-string Ibanez 7-string Iceman because I play 7-string a lot. So
the only 7 I do have that Zemitis, the BAND-MAID acoustic too. I got to mention that.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
But the only 7-string I have is a Squire.
Yeah.
Squire Strat 7-string, dude.
I didn't even know they made that. That's awesome.
They only made them for like a year and a half or 2 years, I think.
Hell yeah.
So they're pretty rare. They make like
Yeah.
there's other Squire series 7-strings that are just straight solid body without the pick guard. This one they only made for a couple years, so
that's awesome.
it does its job.
Have you ever seen a guitar that you really, really, really wanted and you were gonna get it and then you didn't? And then like yesterday I was at Guitar Center and I saw the guitar again. I'm like, I am so glad I did not buy that guitar. It just doesn't.
You're like glad you didn't buy it?
Yeah, glad I didn't buy it. It was like in I think I guess it's an LTD, but it's one of their, it's kind of a it's a Les Paul style body, but it's a vintage and it's blacked out and it's got like the golden wrap around it. I played it again. And I was like, I'm so glad I didn't buy this guitar because I don't know, but something about that one just felt weird.
No.
Yeah.
I know every time I pick up a Les Paul, I'm like, ew, and I just put it down. I just can't. I don't like them, dude. I know they're nice guitars, but it just doesn't work for me. And dude, Aldo Metal, you get whatever bonus points because you have a Dean Cadillac, so that means you're super cool.
That's like 2 guitars in one. So
dude, that's like that's my favorite guitar. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Unexpectedly, I got it because it looked cool, and I'm like, this thing is amazing.
Yeah.
Right on. I think we may be able to talk about guitars.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Just wanted to really find a good way to segue about MGKs. Nice.
Freaking. See, why do you got to bring up stuff?
No. Yeah. It's horrible.
Someday I'll have that guitar.
Put that in a case one day. It belongs in a museum. But yeah, man. Well, freaking thank you guys for having me back on here on this Sunday's podcast, man.
Oh yeah.
GG's After Dark.
Well, we'll have more shows to talk about in the future for sure.
Yes.
Live stuff, live coverage. Alan, anything you want to add?
No, that's it.
Maybe that's it.
See you guys later.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the super chats. Appreciate it. And we will see you on our own respective channels and whatever Discords we're in. And next week.
Oh, yeah.